Why being yourself is so hard. Being yourself sounds simple, but most of us learned at an early age that it wasn't safe. At some point, we figured out which parts of us were welcome and which parts made people feel uncomfortable. So we adjusted, not consciously, deep down in our programming, probably not even being aware of it, just enough to fit in. We didn't lose ourselves completely, we edited ourselves. Lots of little edits, small omissions, tone adjustments. The best of who we are lays on the editing room floor. Over time, the edits became habits, and the habits started to feel like who we are. Authenticity feels risky because it threatens belonging. Belonging is a survival instinct. Work with the tribe, fit in with the tribe. So when being honest rejects us, the nervous system chooses safety over truth. That's not a weakness. That's wiring. We're hardwired deep down. We confuse being liked with being known. Being liked feels good. Every video we watch, someone is asking us for a like. They're asking us to fit in. Being known feels real. But they're not the same thing. And chasing one often costs us the other. The more you perform, the lonelier you could feel. And I should know because I perform a lot. I'm on and off stage. And what I've been working on is the person I'm off stage and the person I'm on stage, connecting those two together so they become the same person. I'm not performing. I'm who I am both on and off stage because people aren't connecting with you. The thing I focus most when I'm on stage, the most important thing is connecting with people, however I do it. But the most important thing is to connect. They're connecting with the version you've created if you don't change or adapt or show people who you are. And no amount of approval fills the gap if it's not aimed at the real thing. We wait for permission to be ourselves that never actually comes. We look for signs, safety cues, external validation, thumbs up. But most people who live honestly didn't wait. They decided quietly and accepted the discomfort. Being yourself isn't about revealing everything. It's about not hiding. Authenticity isn't oversharing. It's alignment. It's alignment with who you are at all times of the day. So you're not bending yourself. You're not twisting. You're not trying to fit in. It's who you are. And people can sense the realness, the authenticity of who you are. And people want to connect with that. It's a natural element of who we are. Saying what you actually think, choosing what matters, letting your actions match your values, that's where we want to live. The people who live when you're honest, they're around you, but they're not really your people. They're the people who leave. They leave you when you're feeling honest, where you're feeling truthful about who you are, who you're in alignment. When these people leave, the loss feels painful, but it's also clarifying because you know your truth is not their truth. What remains is smaller, but it's real. It's really your essence, who you are, in alignment with who you are. The relief of being yourself often comes after the fear, not before. Honesty rarely feels brave in the moment. It feels awkward, exposed, vulnerable. The relief comes later when you realize you're no longer having to keep track of the performance. If being yourself feels hard, it doesn't mean you don't know who you are. It means you've been adapting to survive. You're not fake. You're practiced. You've been learning habits your whole life. These are just things you're practicing in your day-to-day, and practices can be unlearned slowly, gently, on your own timeline. I'm Scott Stewart, and you're not crazy.